What is Stoicism? Have you ever wondered why some people seem calm and unshaken, even in the face of adversity? What if the key to true happiness lies not in external circumstances, but in how we respond to them? Could ancient wisdom from over 2,000 years ago still hold the answers to modern life's challenges? In this video, we'll dive into the world of Stoicism, exploring its core principles, how it can guide us toward mental tranquility, and how we can apply it to navigate our busy, often chaotic lives. Are you ready to discover the secret to inner peace? Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE. It teaches that virtue, such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the highest good and should be pursued above all else. Stoics believe that human suffering stems from our emotional responses to external events, which are beyond our control. By practicing self-control, rational thinking, and focusing on what we can change, we can achieve inner peace and resilience. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of accepting the natural order of the universe and cultivating an attitude of indifference to external circumstances, such as wealth, health, or status. Instead, Stoics focus on mastering their own thoughts and reactions, understanding that true happiness comes from aligning one's life with reason and virtue, not from external possessions or events. The philosophy has influenced many thinkers throughout history and remains relevant in modern life for developing emotional strength and resilience. The core purpose of Stoicism is to achieve mental tranquility and live a virtuous life. Stoics believe that true happiness and peace come not from external circumstances, but from cultivating inner wisdom and self-control. By focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we can maintain serenity even in the face of adversity. The pursuit of virtue is central to this philosophy. Virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance guide individuals to make ethical decisions and live in harmony with nature. Stoicism teaches that emotions like anger, fear, and jealousy arise from misguided judgments and attachments to external things, and by correcting these thoughts, one can achieve inner peace. Ultimately, the Stoic way of life is about understanding and accepting the natural order of the world, focusing on personal growth, and living according to reason, which leads to both tranquility and moral excellence. Living in accordance with virtue and nature, Stoics advocate for living in harmony with human nature. According to Stoic philosophy, our nature is rational, and by aligning our actions with reason, we can achieve fulfillment. Central to this philosophy is the idea that true happiness comes from cultivating virtues. The Stoic virtues include wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom helps us make sound decisions. Courage allows us to face challenges without fear. Justice guides us in treating others fairly, and temperance ensures we live a balanced life. By embracing these virtues, Stoics believe we can live in accordance with our true nature, free from the chaos of unchecked desires and emotional turmoil. Living virtuously leads to inner peace, as it allows us to focus on what is within our control and accept what is beyond it. The Stoic ideal is not to seek external rewards or pleasures, but to develop moral character and live a life of reason, ultimately achieving tranquility and contentment. Zeno and his followers taught that while we cannot control external events, we have complete control over our inner attitudes and reactions. According to Stoicism, the external world is unpredictable and often beyond our influence. But our thoughts, emotions, and actions are entirely within our power. This distinction is crucial to Stoic philosophy. By focusing on what we can control, our responses to situations, we can maintain tranquility regardless of what happens around us. The Stoics believe that by mastering our inner world, we can achieve mental peace and resilience. External circumstances such as wealth, health, or status are not the true sources of happiness. Instead, it is our attitude towards them that matters. By cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, Stoics argue we can align ourselves with nature and live a life of reason, free from the emotional turmoil caused by things we cannot change. This mindset allows for greater emotional freedom and a more peaceful existence. External events and inner peace. Stoics believe that we should not allow external events to disturb our peace of mind. What truly matters is not the external circumstances themselves, but how we respond to them. According to Stoic philosophy, while we cannot control what happens around us, we have complete control over our reactions. Life will inevitably present challenges, setbacks, and hardships, but it is our mindset and attitude toward these events that shape our experience. Instead of reacting with anger, frustration, or fear, Stoics advocate for responding with calm, rational thought and virtue. By focusing on maintaining inner tranquility, we can preserve our peace regardless of external circumstances. The Stoic principle of focusing on our own responses teaches that we have the power to shape our emotional state and live in harmony with the natural flow of life, free from the chaos of external events. This approach leads to resilience, personal growth, and lasting happiness. In Stoicism, it is crucial to understand the difference between things we can control and things we cannot. This distinction forms the foundation of Stoic practice and is key to achieving inner peace. The Stoics argue that we can only control our own thoughts, actions, judgments, and emotions. These internal aspects of our experience are within our power, and it is through mastering them that we can cultivate virtue and tranquility. For instance, we can control our responses to events, our behavior in relationships, and our attitudes toward challenges. These are the areas where we have agency. On the other hand, there are external things we cannot control, such as the actions of others, the weather, or global events. These are outside our influence and, according to Stoicism, should not disturb our peace of mind. Worrying about things beyond our control leads to frustration and unnecessary suffering. The Stoics advise us to focus our energy on what we can change and accept, with equanimity what we cannot. By recognizing this difference, we can free ourselves from the emotional turmoil that arises when we try to control or resist things beyond our power. This mindset fosters resilience, as it helps us navigate life's challenges with calm and clarity, rather than being swept away by forces we cannot influence. Ultimately, the Stoic approach empowers us to live with greater peace, purpose, and emotional freedom. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized the importance of universal order and rational nature in his philosophy. Born in Citium, modern-day Cyprus, around 334 BCE, Zeno was profoundly influenced by the philosophical ideas of Socrates, Plato, and the Cynics. However, he sought to develop a system that focused on virtue, ethics, and living in accordance with nature. Zeno's central belief was that the universe operates according to a rational and divine order, often referred to as the logos. He believed that everything in existence is interconnected and that the natural world follows a purposeful, logical structure. For Zeno, human beings are a part of this rational cosmos. And to live virtuously, we must align our actions with the natural order. This means embracing reason, understanding the workings of the world, and accepting the natural flow of events. Zeno argued that true happiness could only be found when one recognized this interconnectedness and lived a life that was in harmony with the universe's rational principles. He taught that by using reason to guide our thoughts and actions, we can cultivate virtue and inner peace, regardless of the external circumstances. Zeno's Stoicism also emphasized the importance of self-control, the pursuit of wisdom, and the development of moral character. He believed that by living according to reason and virtue, we could achieve eudaimonia, or flourishing, a state of living well, free from the turmoil of unchecked desires and external chaos. His teachings laid the foundation for later Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, and continue to inspire people today to live with purpose, rationality, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught that the only thing within our control is our internal attitude, while the external world is beyond our influence and constantly changing. Born into slavery around 55 CE, Epictetus's life experiences deeply shaped his philosophy. His teachings emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. According to Epictetus, external events, such as other people's actions, natural disasters, or societal changes, are beyond our power. These things are subject to the whims of fate and nature, and we cannot rely on them for our happiness. What we can control, however, is our response to these events. Epictetus believed that we have the ability to choose our thoughts, reactions, and emotions in the face of external circumstances. For him, true freedom lies in mastering our inner world, not in controlling the outer world. He famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This teaching underscores the Stoic principle that we can cultivate peace of mind by focusing on our attitudes and perceptions, rather than striving to change what is beyond our control. Epictetus emphasized that we should strive to live according to virtue, which includes wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. He argued that by aligning our actions with reason and virtue, we can maintain tranquility regardless of the chaos in the world around us. This inner resilience allows us to remain unaffected by misfortune, as we learn to accept what we cannot change and focus our energy on what we can, our own thoughts and actions. Through this mindset, Epictetus believed that individuals could achieve true happiness, not by seeking external wealth or success, but by mastering their inner world and living in harmony with nature's rational order. His teachings continue to resonate, offering a timeless guide to emotional strength and personal freedom. Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, emphasized the fleeting nature of life and the importance of recognizing the value of every moment. Born in 4 BCE, Seneca was a statesman, playwright, and tutor to Emperor Nero. Despite his wealth and high position, Seneca's philosophical writings reflect a deep concern with the transient nature of time and the human tendency to waste it. In his letters and essays, he frequently urged people to be mindful of how they spend their time, warning that life is too short to be squandered on trivial pursuits or unnecessary distractions. One of Seneca's most famous teachings is that time is our most valuable resource, yet it is often wasted. He argued that many people live as if they have an infinite amount of time, procrastinating, delaying meaningful work, and indulging in pleasure without thought for the future. Seneca pointed out that, unlike money or possessions, time is something we can never regain once it's gone. For him, the key to a fulfilling life is to recognize the impermanence of time and to use it wisely, focusing on personal growth, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of virtue. In his essay on the shortness of life, Seneca elaborates on this idea, urging people to live with intention and purpose. He reminds us that the fear of death should not be our only motivator to value time. Rather, we should recognize that every moment is an opportunity to live virtuously. By embracing the present and focusing on what truly matters, living in accordance with nature, practicing self-discipline, and cultivating wisdom, we can make the most of our limited time. Seneca also emphasized the importance of self-reflection and inner tranquility, suggesting that by examining our actions and attitudes regularly, we can ensure that we are living authentically and in harmony with our values. Seneca's teachings on time continue to resonate today, offering a powerful reminder to live fully with awareness and purpose in a world where distractions abound and time is constantly slipping away. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, is best known for his personal reflections on virtue and life, compiled in his work Meditations. Born in 121 CE, Marcus Aurelius ruled from 161 to 180 CE, and throughout his reign he faced significant challenges, including wars, plagues, and political instability. Despite these hardships, his Stoic philosophy guided him in maintaining inner peace, wisdom, and self-discipline. Meditations is a collection of his personal notes written for his own self-improvement, where he contemplates the nature of life, the human condition, and the pursuit of virtue. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius stresses the importance of living in accordance with nature and reason. He believed that everything in life, including hardship and adversity, happens for a reason and is part of the natural order. The Stoic idea of accepting what is beyond our control is central to his philosophy. Marcus often reminds himself to focus on what he can control, his thoughts, actions, and reactions, while accepting the things outside his power with equanimity. This mindset helps to cultivate resilience and inner peace, even in the most trying of circumstances. One of the key themes in Marcus Aurelius's writings is the pursuit of virtue, particularly wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline. He believed that by consistently practicing these virtues, we align ourselves with the rational order of the universe and achieve true happiness. He often reflected on the importance of self-awareness and the need to examine one's actions and motivations to ensure they align with ethical principles. For Marcus, a virtuous life was not just about outward conduct, but also about cultivating an inner state of tranquility, free from the turmoil of unchecked emotions. Another significant theme in Meditations is the impermanence of life. Marcus frequently reminds himself of the transitory nature of all things, encouraging a mindset that embraces mortality and values each moment. He teaches that by acknowledging the fleeting nature of life, we can prioritize what truly matters, living with integrity, fulfilling our duties, and contributing positively to society. Marcus Aurelius's reflections continue to inspire people today, offering timeless wisdom on how to live a life of virtue, resilience, and inner peace, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. His work serves as a guide for anyone seeking to cultivate self-discipline, wisdom, and emotional strength in a chaotic and unpredictable world. In modern times, Stoicism has regained popularity as a powerful tool for managing stress, personal development, and mental health. Its focus on controlling one's reactions to external events and cultivating inner peace has resonated with people facing the pressures of contemporary life. In a world filled with constant distractions, uncertainty, and overwhelming challenges, Stoicism offers practical strategies for maintaining emotional resilience. By emphasizing the importance of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, Stoicism helps individuals navigate adversity with calm and clarity. Its teachings on mindfulness, self-discipline, and the acceptance of impermanence provide a framework for building emotional strength, reducing anxiety, and fostering a sense of purpose. Today, Stoic practices are widely applied in various fields, from therapy and counseling to leadership and performance enhancement, showing that its timeless wisdom is more relevant than ever in the modern world. Stoic philosophy offers valuable tools for mental resilience, patience, forgiveness, and stress management. For mental resilience, Stoics emphasize focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and responses, while accepting external circumstances as they are. For example, if faced with a stressful work situation, a Stoic might remind themselves that their reaction is within their control, allowing them to stay calm and composed. In terms of patience, Stoicism teaches that life unfolds according to nature, and we should not rush things that are beyond our control. For instance, waiting for a promotion or desired outcome can be frustrating, but by practicing patience, we learn to accept the process and remain steadfast. When it comes to forgiveness, Stoics believe that holding grudges only harms our peace of mind. By understanding that everyone acts according to their own understanding, we can forgive others, freeing ourselves from resentment. Finally, in dealing with stress, Stoics recommend focusing on the present moment and maintaining perspective, reminding ourselves that challenges are part of life, and by staying calm, we can navigate them effectively. Daily practices in Stoicism can significantly enhance mental clarity and emotional resilience. One key practice is philosophical meditation, where individuals reflect on Stoic teachings, such as the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. This helps in managing reactions to external events. For instance, before reacting to a stressful situation, a Stoic might pause and consider how they can control their response, rather than the external event itself. Another important practice is remaining independent of external events. Stoics strive to avoid being disturbed by things beyond their control, whether it's the actions of others, the weather, or societal changes. By recognizing that these external factors do not define our happiness, we cultivate inner peace. Lastly, practicing gratitude is a central Stoic principle. Taking time each day to appreciate what we have, rather than focusing on what we lack, helps foster a mindset of contentment. This daily habit of gratitude encourages us to value the present moment and maintain a sense of calm and perspective amidst life's challenges. When faced with a negative situation, applying a Stoic perspective can help you maintain calm and adopt a healthier attitude. First, recognize that external events, such as other people's behavior or unforeseen challenges, are beyond your control. According to Stoicism, it is not the event itself that causes distress, but our reaction to it. Acknowledge your emotions, but avoid letting them control you. Next, remind yourself of the Stoic principle that we can control only our thoughts, judgments, and actions. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is within my control in this situation? Focus on your response, aiming for clarity, patience, and rationality. You can also practice acceptance by recognizing that life is full of uncertainties and challenges. Accepting this can reduce frustration and allow you to approach the situation with a sense of peace. Finally, reframe the negative event as an opportunity for growth. Every challenge can teach us something valuable, and by adopting this mindset, you cultivate resilience and emotional strength. There are misconceptions that Stoicism is equivalent to emotional detachment or even depression. However, Stoicism does not advocate for suppressing or ignoring emotions. Instead, it teaches us to approach our emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Stoics believe that emotions such as anger, sadness, or fear are natural human responses, but they should not control us. The key is to understand the origin of these emotions and manage them through reason. Stoics encourage awareness of how we react to external events, emphasizing the importance of rational thinking in guiding emotional responses. Rather than eliminating emotions, Stoicism advocates for emotional resilience, where we acknowledge and accept our feelings without being overwhelmed by them. The goal is to achieve tranquility by focusing on what is within our control and responding to life's challenges with wisdom and equanimity. This approach leads to emotional balance and a healthier way of dealing with life's ups and downs. Some critics argue that Stoicism is excessively fatalistic and could desensitize people to injustices in the world. They claim that Stoic teachings, which focus on accepting the natural flow of events and emphasizing what is beyond our control, might lead individuals to passively accept suffering or social injustices without taking action. However, this interpretation misrepresents Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches acceptance of external events, not apathy. It encourages individuals to focus on their own actions and responses, but it also stresses the importance of fulfilling one's duties and promoting justice. Stoics believe that while we cannot control everything, we should still act with integrity, fight for what is right, and contribute to the well-being of society. The Stoic view on acceptance is not about ignoring injustice, but about maintaining inner peace while confronting life's challenges and working toward positive change in a rational and virtuous manner. Developing mental and emotional resilience is essential for managing stress and staying strong in the face of life's challenges. Stoic philosophy offers valuable tools to build this resilience. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, reactions, and actions, we can maintain inner peace, even during stressful times. Stoicism encourages us to accept external events that are beyond our control, allowing us to conserve emotional energy and focus on positive, constructive responses. In moments of adversity, Stoics recommend practicing mindfulness and self-reflection to understand the root of our emotions and reframe our thoughts. Emphasizing virtues like patience, courage, and wisdom, we can navigate difficulties with a calm and rational approach. By applying these principles, we not only cope better with stress, but also develop the strength to persevere, adapt, and thrive in the face of life's inevitable hardships. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from within, rooted in self-control and a positive mindset. Stoicism continues to offer valuable lessons from the past to the present. One of its core teachings is the acceptance of life's impermanence. By recognizing that everything is temporary, we can shift our focus from external circumstances to cultivating inner peace. Stoicism encourages us to find tranquility in the present moment, rather than seeking happiness in fleeting, external events. Through practices such as self-reflection, mindfulness, and focusing on what we can control, Stoics teach us how to navigate life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. This philosophy also emphasizes living a virtuous life, guided by wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, Stoicism remains a timeless guide, helping us to find meaning, manage our emotions, and live in harmony with nature. Its principles can still provide profound guidance on how to lead a fulfilling and purposeful life. To integrate Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can start by adopting a few simple but impactful practices. Here are some practical suggestions for applying Stoicism in your everyday routine. Focus on what you can control. Begin each day by reminding yourself that you cannot control external events or other people's actions, but you can control your reactions. When faced with stress or adversity, pause and reflect on how you can respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Practice mindfulness. Take time each day to reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Journaling, a key Stoic practice, can help you examine your reactions to the day's events and identify areas for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Cultivate gratitude. Stoics believe in focusing on what we have rather than what we lack. Practice gratitude daily by acknowledging the positive aspects of your life, whether big or small. This helps shift your mindset toward contentment and acceptance. Embrace challenges as opportunities. When facing difficulties, remind yourself that challenges are a natural part of life and offer opportunities for personal growth. See obstacles as chances to practice virtue, such as patience, courage, or wisdom. Live according to your values. The Stoics emphasized living a life of virtue. Regularly assess your actions and decisions to ensure they align with your values and ethical principles. Let wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation guide your behavior. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you'll be able to develop greater emotional resilience, clarity, and inner peace, just as Stoic philosophers intended. Stoicism is not just a set of abstract principles, but a practical guide to living a more mindful and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching. I hope this video gave you some valuable insights into how Stoicism can be applied to everyday life. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit. For more discussions on philosophy and personal growth, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below with any questions, insights, or personal experiences with Stoicism. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, take care and remember, focus on what you can control and keep striving for a virtuous life.